It's Jeff and Wilma at Buttering, and this afternoon we're going to harvest one of our Chinese water chestnuts. So we planted them in these stainless steel laundry troughs that we got from the tip shop for $15 each, I think it was, so that was a good bargain. We only put one in each trough. Now you can see here by these that they're starting to die back pretty well. So I'm going to harvest one this afternoon and then this other one a little bit later on. But I want to see how much we get out of this one. We put 4 plants in this bathtub. We bought that from the tip shop as well, I think for about $30 or $25, I forget now. But anyway, we put 4 plants in that, but as you can see, they're still very green. And I'll tell you why. So you can see this mulberry tree has been pruned back. Last September, October, when it had mulberries, the branches shaded the water chestnuts really bad. The water chestnuts hardly got a go on. As soon as the mulberries were finished, I pruned the mulberry tree back. That was around December, I guess. And then the water chestnuts got a good go on then. I thought that these would die back at the same time as the ones in those stainless steel troughs. But it must be a time factor. So the time that these got to go on, it must be so many months after they got started before they start to die back.
Oh, okay.
They were late starters because of all the shade from the mulberry tree. I think we'll still get a good harvest out of them. The mulberry tree has been heavily pruned again, so we did that about a week and a half ago. Apparently, to get a good crop of mulberries, you prune them just before winter. So I think the first day of winter starts tomorrow. Now we showed this garlic on our yacon harvest video. Have a look at it now.
Yeah, it's doing extremely well.
Yeah. Now see that big clump of grass there? That's burgundy sugarcane. It's looking good now, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that in our front garden.
No, it looks good. I'm just going to pull this back and have a look at that. Hey, that is unreal. That is just on the edge. Look at that. No, that is a Chinese water chestnut.
They're big.
I've been telling people...
We didn't have them that big last year.
No, I've been telling people that they're as big as my thumb, but that's twice as big as my thumb. Now, just a little lesson on planting these things. Once you've harvested your water chestnuts, the ones that are too fiddly to peel, they're the ones that you replant. Believe it or not.
The little ones.
The little tiny ones, they're the ones you plant. You can
and
plant
then you get great big ones from them.
Yeah, you can plant the big ones, but there's no need. You can eat them. So you plant the ones that are too fiddly to peel.
Wow.
And it's just...
I'm going to have plenty of water chestnuts this year.
Yeah.
So how many water chestnuts did you put in that tub?
1.
1 water chestnut.
Yeah, it's got 1 water chestnut. Finding the big ones, like this one, down deep. Look at that one. So look at this here, I just picked up this other corner. And have a look at these ones here. Look at the size of that one.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Another one here, look at that. Just hanging down in amongst that soil, down deep. Another one here. So I'm on the tail end of it now, and I'm just sifting through the soil to get any stragglers, but look what I found here. That root there.
Wonder what's on the end of that.
I'll have a look. Holy dooly. Look at the size of that. That is a beauty. This is all I'm going to get out of this soil. You can see here, it's no more. So this is what I've got. That 4 litre ice cream dish. It is more than half full. Looking all right, aren't they?
Yeah.
Most of that weight is in big ones. In that lot, we got 1,270 grams. I was hoping to get a kilo.
Oh, that's
right. Now let's see what's in the little tiny ones. So that's not bad.
220 grams.
220 in the small ones. Nearly 1.5 kilos.
That's good, isn't
That's
it?
not bad. I've been peeling these for the last hour, just a little bit over an hour. Look at that, I've got most of them done.
Wow.
I'll show you how I peel them. I've got this real sharp little knife here. All you do is just peel one side off and then peel the other side off. And you can go a little bit deeper because the skin is fairly thick, and all you do is go around the outside once, around the outside, and then you've got the two shoulders to do then. So you just go around each shoulder and away you go, and then just trim off any of that brown stuff because that's part of the skin. And this one's I'm doing now is relatively small compared to those other ones. I've got some clean water here, so I'm just putting it in there. We found last year that the ones that we peeled and sliced and froze were just as good out of the freezer as they were when they're fresh, didn't we?
That's right, yes we did.
I'll just do another one. This one's a bit bigger. Peel this both ends. Around the outside once. You can see the edge between the flesh and the skin. So you can see the skin has got a bit of thickness about it. So you just peel that off. And do the other edge.
Sort of comes away quite easy.
It does, yeah. And all that's left is just the odd little bit of brown. There's a tiny little bit of black in these, so I think I might have got them just in time. Had I have left them a bit longer, they might have gone rotten on us. I think I'll pick the other one tomorrow and don't let that black build up in them.
Jeff got up just before daybreak, harvested the second one, and
I think there's a little bit more in that one. There must be got this one. Remember we got, holy dooly.
1.86. And then the little ones.
2 kilos, 2.04 kilos out of the second one.
Wow.
That's incredible, isn't it? Just under 1.5 for the first one, slightly over 2 kilos for the second one. A bigger percentage of big ones as well. I'm just cutting these into about 3 or 4 pieces, that's all.
They look lovely.
There's a little bit of black on them, but
I don't think there's anything wrong.
oh no, nothing wrong with them. Maybe if I left them a bit longer, it might have got worse. See, that one hasn't got a mark on it.
Perfect.
And that one hasn't got a mark on it. So this is one bag ready to go in the freezer, all sliced.
They look lovely, Jeff.
They look beautiful. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.
I think I saw another one somewhere. Oh, there's my cow manure I put in. I think. Yeah. Beautiful.